Howdy, friends. This is Hank Williams. I've been down here in Funiac Springs for about the last 3 or 4 days, visiting a very good friend of mine, and a friend of yours, too. A man that I had the pleasure of working with when I first started to picking and singing years ago. He's one of the finest guys in the world. Neal McCormick, huh?
Hiring Hank, raising him like he was his own son, and playing on all of Hank's first hits stands alone for legendary. But both Neal and Hank were Cherokee Indians, Neal being born on the reservation in Wing, Alabama. This is where the legend is just beginning. Back then, Indians found it difficult to work, even as musicians, in some places.
Well, Highway Troubadour was, back when I started, you know, Indian couldn't stay in Georgia. He'd go out for 10 days, had to have a permit. But I got that little abolish. Now I can go and stay when I get ready and come back when I get ready. I'm Indian, you know, but they didn't know where it was. I was Indian or Hawaiian. They didn't know the difference. Most of them didn't, so I just called it Highway Troubadour. It just went on. We had a good band, and they didn't have no trouble getting a job somewhere. That was one thing.
The band traveled around the country in limousines and then buses, playing barn dances, honky-tonks, and radio programs. Now the extraordinary part of his story. Back before the band, Neal was attracting large crowds on street corners with a unique instrument. Upon some investigation, it just might be that Neal could have invented the first electric guitar, using parts from a Model T Ford.
Well, I got an idea. I was playing theaters, you know, and shows out on the road. And I found an old gramophone pickup that somebody had built way back, and it had a little coil and a magnet around it, and that needle worked. That's where you got the music off. You see, it went on nothing. The needle just vibrated and it could pick up. So I got the idea from that. If it get off that needle, it'd get off a string. And I built me a pickup for a guitar. See, that's where I started out. And I built most of that out of an old Model T automobile, and it wore out of a coil, and the magnets off the old flywheel, but I made it work, and it worked good. It was just real loud. And that was back in, I believe, maybe 29 or 30. My first thing I built was just as loud as it could be. You could just knock walls off with it and everybody, because I put the magnets up close to them nails that went through there in that pickup, and it'd tell the news, you know. And I carried the first electric guitar in WSM, but it went in there. And every time I'd hit a loud note, it'd knock them off in the air. They couldn't keep me on the wind, so I told them then, though, that they'd better get it ready, because where I stopped at, I had a crowd. I said, this electric business is going to come in. Then I got
it is for sure that he invented the first four-sided steel guitar, because he used hindsight and got a patent.
And I got on some network shows, and I said, well, I've got to fix something. So I figured out to fix it square like this, you know, where it would turn over and over, you see. And all you had to do is roll it, get another tuning. And it made it handy. See, I put that thing on there. That's off of an old Chevrolet light switch. See, that is right there.
Later, Neal built 3 studios in Nashville. He played and associated with all the top performers, from Gene Autry and Roy Acuff to Elvis Presley. His recollections go on and on about his life.
Not all my life, but part of my life. I was all up to down.